Hi, my name is Sam Wong. For those who don't know me, I graduated from the University of Houston in finance major. I have been investing stock market for a while, and since last year I got laid off. I stopped putting some of my insights and informations into YouTube and sharing some of the stock that I recommended. And I think for those who have watched my video previously, thank you very much for your support. Before you before you started, I just hope you, for those who are listening to this video right now, will give me a like and subscribe if possible. People who follow me know that I have been giving some stock that were actually giving pretty good return, and I'm trying to giving some recap and insight, and if kind of advising people what to do. And recently, I also have sharing some finance principle that hoping people will follow, and in terms of when buying stock in the future and understanding that there are risks associated with transactions or any stock that you're buying. There's no guarantee for return, but you're doing the best information or fundamental analysis or homework I call that you have done to determine what is good for you. So I was, despite yesterday's sell off in the stock, I'm kind of still recommending to buy this one. Actually, this one had dipped down to really low, like 69 or 70 at yesterday, an intraday low. But then you rebound back and close it at 77.91. And this stock actually, when I talked to my friend asked me, how do I know and why do I recommend this stock? So I am trying to actually, in this section, I am not just only teaching specific using this stock as an example to teach how to look up a stock. So in the future, if you're trying to analyze something, figure out whether this stock is good to go, then this is what you can do. So the first thing I want to go into is get to the supplemental first, because that's what get me into looking at this stock, whether I should be buying or not, despite the market, whether it's upside or pulling back. So the information really is that the stock have just recently announcing earning, and I do know earnings will come into play for this stock. And first of all, before talking about that, FSLY is an e-commerce company doing some technology cloud support for pretty popular brand like Shopify. So that is what the company does. So they have some e-commerce company that partnership with the FSLY providing services to. You can probably type up Google FSLY, look at overview, and it will give you what the stock does. So I'm not gonna get into the operation piece of this company and what they do, but I do give you the latest earning that come out for the fourth quarter and full year. So FSLY repeated quarterly losses of 9 cents. This company still haven't made money yet, just FYI. But analyst consensus to be estimated 10 cents, which is actually meaning beating expectation by 10%. And also the company reported sales of 82.65 million, will also be the consensus, and actually in a 40.24% growth compared to previous year. So that is what is important, because when you buy a stock, especially a stock that don't make money, you're looking at the future prospect, which is the growth. Okay, so that cover the pieces. I kind of have a history about it, so I have been monitoring this stock when you first went to IPO. So I'm not, so I am not going into detail about it. I just kind of follow the stock. And actually, what you would do too is, if you're interested in a stock, it will be in your watch list. What you normally do, you have to look at, if not the operation piece and news of what's coming up next or announcement of the company, you got to be familiar with the technical piece of it, which is a chart, which I'm going to go into detail in the next couple of minutes. So the other quick piece, what get me interested about this stock is institutional percentage, 59.63% held. So if you get a stock that is 90 some percent held by institutions, that means the good news is, as long as these institutions people are not selling the stock, which Warren Buffett recently have sell Apple, that's causing the Apple stock tip from high $135 the previous week down to 128. So as long as they're holding, because they've been bought at a very cheap price and holding it for a year, which last year the stock market was phenomenal. So the prices have gone up and they have to profit from it very well. So as long as they're holding for it, then it's not an issue. The year, like I said, the whole year, they're still not making money. They lost about 90 cents because this is TTM, so it's not the actual number, just estimated, So losing money, it's not a big company, market cap only 8.8 billion and shares 130 million. Okay, so that just gives you some highlight, and then what I'm going through is this chart. So this chart is coming from Yahoo Finance, so you don't have to. You can put any Google it and then just look at Fastly, give you a graph. And this is the 1 year graph because it makes life easier to look. I mean, you actually first you look at the view. So you will look at today, right? 1 day. Normally 1 day, just look at the snapshot of that day, which then you see what I just described to you, the low, which is like 69 bucks, and it closed with 79, 77.91, which is pretty high end when the stock closes at. And then you look at 5 days view, which look at what's going on in a week of the stock. Then you look at 3 months, look at 6 months. Sometimes, when you look at 3 months or 6 months, you look at the graph, you will look a little bit different. It's really difficult pinpoint those ups and downs, or or what's going on with the price. So that's why in this particular example, I have to use 1 month, 1 year. So when I use 1 year, you can really, really clearly seeing that from this point, which is actually around $70, which is where we're at right now. Yesterday price closed at, and you will see if you have the graph, because this is a snapshot, you will see the date, which is around July last year, and then you can look at, this is the upward, right? You see it's up, and you can see this pinpoint here is still within July. So this, if I'm correct, which I don't have today, you have to look at that and try to graph chart it yourself. This take 2 weeks, 14 days to get from this point to this point, okay? Which if you look at the price around, again, 70-ish, and you hit up to 100, okay? And then the next one, this one also, if you see, is also Wally, but it's not at the level 70, whatever we're looking at. But you can see there's another spike. So July, since July, you look, there's one spike here, right? You drop, you go. August, you drop, you go. But you also have to look at the big picture. In August, this month, you look at what happened to Dow and NASDAQ. It is actually rocket high. So this is the month that actually last year was Wally. So anybody buy any stock will make heck a lot of money. That's why the stock was going up. So September, ignore this, but even though you see technically this bounce back, you have up as well, right? The August to September month, it also go up after the down. But you have to go again, look at the days. So you may have to zoom into this to know the specific date, or you can download the historical chart data, create your own graph, or look at that data. Then you can see a much more clear picture for the weeks, right? When you get the weeks of the particular month, then that will help you. So September, you can see another spike, which is around the same level, 70-ish again. You will heat it up. I mean, this one didn't hit a high $100, but this is around like $85, I believe. Okay, then you look at here, you go all the way, which is way up, and yet once this is all the way slit, which is crazy. But then you see this point again in November, you have another chart, and for the whole month, it had got up, like basically, except here you steep a little bit. You also of the upward trend for the whole month, right? And you hit this is really low end, but this gives you another about, I think, it's like 10, $15 probably, around $15 gain. Okay, so you can see these three happen. It's actually more than three, but these three seems more obvious. And you can see the month happen: July, September, November is kind of odd month. And then you can look at January. So this is January here again, another odd month that after you hit back down, you go up. So my prediction is this is already the last week of February. You tip down and you should be within 2 weeks. Every single time you look at these, it's 2 weeks. Okay, you can go down over there and look at it. 2 weeks, you gain $15. So this is possibly again 77, which actually again today was the perfect time to buy, which the market sell off will be at 71. I actually bought it $72, and then you may as well very hit in 2 weeks, $85, right? But here's the deal: if you didn't make it in 2 weeks, then that means you didn't make it quite. You may have to hold. If you look at the period of time, even back all the way, you can look at all the way back to March last year. You pretty much kind of look at 3 months timeline, the stock will go up. It doesn't matter. Even if you go back down, it takes time, right? And you go back up. So within that, it's probably within 3 months, you can go back up to $90. Okay, I'm not even thinking about 120. So from a technical perspective, I'm just saying it will be $100, $90. So if you bought a 77, go 90, $13 divided by 77, that's 20% in 2 weeks. So that, and because of the graph telling you, it's kind of likely will happen. There's no absolute. So I think this stock is good to buy. Okay, I hope this makes sense to you. And then we work for the fundamental. What we can do fundamental, by the way, I'm just gonna give you a website. Trying to make it bigger. This is a really awesome website. It only give you 5 free stock for some odd reason. It doesn't give you more unless you sign up. So you can type Simply Wall Street, and this is the website, Simply Wall Street /stock. It will give you free asset. You just will sign up, like create an account. You get free asset. So if you knew there's some stock you have been watch and very interested in old days, and this is gonna help you. It will do the fundamental analysis for you. Okay. So because if you work for somebody, and actually this is exactly what the testimony Congress have with Robinhood, or talking about institutional investing and the retail investor different. Institutional investor had the tool, they don't pay for it. We have to pay for these, right? And then they will give you the information. I always take it like free trial, so I don't pay anything, and I will pay a lot of it. Then I can look for another similar website to do that, right? Any website basically will do this for you because it's very basic. And then for tech, there's another stock website I can share with you. I mean, like I said, there's so many of these websites, and it's free. This one is actually from Hong Kong. I like this, created by Hong Kong. So www.tradingview.com, and then probably will ring it up. If not, your /symbols /HKEX 3690. I think that's the Hong Kong stock symbol. So you probably can do simple / and just enter. It should ring it to you. When you see the website, you just type in the symbol you're interested in, then type the either press enter or type the eyeglass. Then you will ring it up the stock you're looking for. And then I save as favorite. That's why I say 3690. And then you will tell you view, which is 1 minute, 5 minute, a day, week, and month. Okay, and this view is I believe is a 1 month view. Okay, you can play around with it. Then what it is as well, there's a tab called idea. You tap the idea view, it will give you the people who know the technical. If you don't know technical, doesn't matter. These people do. So they will give you the technical, they'll write some paragraph and basically do the analysis for you already, just like I am talking to you, explain to you now, and you do that. You click on this, it will bring you another website, and then you can get in by using your email address, Facebook or LinkedIn, wherever. It's free. You'll ring it up. Then you will get more detail and have a bigger picture. And sometimes it's a video. You can click a video. The guy will actually walk you through the technical analysis, why and what is the potential point of if the momentum move up. I mean, because this is only one snapshot, it's hard to tell the whole story. But in this case, here's what his prediction is, because he knew he's go up and down, up, down. All right, down, up, and then down, up. It's always V-shape. You see, it's always kind of V-shape, right? The way is very nice. So he predicted another V-shape, and in this case, he projected $82, okay? Which is not too far from what I just told you, 85, right? So I just want you to know this avenue, you can use it and analyze it yourself. You have to use some judgment. So you don't have to do the full homework. Somebody did for you, but you still have to analyze a little bit. And so this is the reason why I recommend FSLY. I hope it's helpful to you, and let me know, send me an email if you have any questions. Have a nice day.